All right, we've got a full house here for Stephen. Welcome. A few times. Okay. So Stephen, obviously you're very busy right now, and you've become such a great resident, an honorary resident of Vancouver.
That's right, second home.
That's right. We're gonna
third home. Sorry.
We're going to be talking a lot about your headlines about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Can you tell us anything about Casey Jones and portraying that character?
Yeah, all that I can say is that in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm going to be playing Casey Jones.
There you go! All right, we look forward to that sequel because I thought the first one was a lot of fun. Nice to see you joining that franchise.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I get to play a vigilante on the big screen.
I loved Elias Mateus in the original, and it's such a wonderful character, so I'm looking forward to seeing you tackle that role.
Yeah, he's, I mean, obviously the similarities are, you know, right there on the surface. He's a vigilante, but if the audition process and the script is any indication, the character is going to be fundamentally different. As a matter of fact, it's almost like the character of Casey Jones, at least in this iteration of Ninja Turtles, is almost a little bit more like the Oliver Queen that people know from the older comic books.
We're going back to the roots a little bit.
Yeah. I like that we've created a relationship on the show with Oliver and Felicity that the fans really identify with. So, you know, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. I mean, I don't know. You're welcome. There's almost always a death in a season finale. But I don't know if it'll be like an oh no death.
We saw the goodbye
Is
tweets.
there going to be a death in one of the main characters?
Oh.
Hey, to be fair, everybody turn your phones off. You'll just have to tune in, man. You'll just have to tune in.
Very diplomatic response there.
In episode 10, I was swinging between bars and not the salmon ladder, but the, I don't know, just swinging from bar to bar, whatever. And when I landed on one of the bars, so there are bars going, you know, across like this that I'm swinging that way, but then there are bars that are going up that are supporting, and I caught my shin, one up, right here. And so what ended up happening for the rest of the day was I was wearing the Aero boots for the rest of the day, and so they come up to about here. So it took all the swelling and it pushed it up to the top. And I posted a photo of it on Twitter right before I went to bed because it looked really weird. Nothing was broken, but it was very, very painful. And I woke up to like 9 messages from my mom. Are you okay? Have you gone to the hospital? Should I fly to Vancouver? Stuff like that. That was probably the worst. I mean, trying to think. Boy, oh boy. I don't really think so. I think that Team Aero this year has been in a real state of flux since Oliver went off to fight Roz, because we've seen Katie's ascension and you know, Barrowman's involvement and even sort of Thea now being, I sometimes switch between people's real names and their characters. Will Holland sort of being involved on the periphery, at least being knowledgeable and certainly having some sort of, you know, skills on the martial arts fighting side. So I think that Team Aero is going to stay in a very heightened state of flux for the rest of the season.
Okay, thank you.
I just came so close to spoiling something. And John and David and Willa, and everyone was joking around. We were out, it was cold, and for some reason the conversation turned to flatulence, right? And I swear to God, John announced that his farts don't smell. To which I just looked at him and I deadpanned, fart in my mouth and prove it. I wasn't serious. But this has become the go-to line. If anyone ever flubs a line when we're doing a scene, Sean will just go, oh, just fart in my mouth and prove it. Damn it. This is what happens when you work 14 hours a day with people for 10 months. Yeah, you start off with super high levels of professionalism and you end off with fart in my mouth and prove it. Feel free to ask him about that, by the way.
I will tomorrow.
Okay.
And it's a great time to remind people that your mom's here too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ouch.
The whole, I mean, I didn't lose. Let's start right there. The whole principle of that fight was, you know, like the last scene in Rocky 3, when Rocky and Apollo punch each other, and then the movie ends, and we see both of them in the next one with a black eye. This might be the wrong room for that reference, but that was the whole idea. We'll never know who won that fight. But you look good. You're welcome. Oliver meets Dr. Wells, and his immediate spidey sense goes off, and he just says to Felicity, there is something off about that guy. So I like that it's paid off in an episode of Flash later on this season, maybe, possibly. It was, I'll tell you the coolest thing about that, I don't know how Oliver would do against Reverse Flash. Maybe we will see, maybe we won't. The coolest thing was that I got a chance to work with my cousin Robbie, which we'd never done before. That was awesome. Jeez, I don't know. Well, I do know. I do know, so I can't say.
Then just go random. Like, don't do the one that is for season 4, but the one you want to be for season 4.
Okay, that's good. Joe Wilson, Slade's son.
Oh, yeah.
Nice one.
It's good, right?
Perfect. We'll take that.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's commitment right there. It's commitment. There's going to be, you know, there's going to be Arrow next year. That's probably what the show's going to be called, I think. And there's going to be Flash, and there's going to be the new spin-off show called. And then there's so I would imagine that I will be appearing on all 3 shows. I would imagine that we will be sprinkling characters in. I know that there's a plan for one character who originated on Arrow and is not one of the main characters on the new spin-off to sort of hover between all 3 shows, and that will be their job, so to speak. So you'll see a lot of interconnectivity next year. Thank you. It's a really good question. Thank you. If time travel exists within the universe of The Flash, then it exists within the Arrow universe too.
All right.
There it is.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you, everybody.